Hi everyone, it's Gloria Skyforce and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the third episode of my series. So if you're new to my channel, welcome! And you're probably wondering what this riding camp is. Well, this riding camp is a photo show hosted by River Stable Events. And I've asked them to make a series about it and tell everyone more about this riding camp, as I've never seen a riding camp photo show. They've gladly agreed. I'm so happy because this photo show is so special and I love to document it all for you guys. So I said this is the riding camp, so this week is cross country and show jumping week, which means I'll have a ton of vlogs about this week. I also have like a ton of mini vlogs and even GoPro videos of this week's lessons and even some trail rides. Well, just rides to the stables and back. I've also had a few problems with cross country and show jumping this past few days and weeks and months. So I hope to learn a bit more about Dreamy and I here at camp this week and even learn more tips about slowing him down, as our philosophy across the cross country and show jumping rings are just zoom. Well, I'm sure you guys are anticipating to see how he did. So without further ado, let's go on with the video. Today is our first cross-country lesson, and today we'll be focused on galloping and slowing down. So I just finished talking up Dream, as I forgot to film talking and grooming, which I'm really sorry about, but at least I got some cross-country footage. So now I'm just leading Dream out to a mounting block, as he's quite a tall horse, and I don't think I can get on without a mounting block. Well, maybe a leg up. So today's lesson I'll also be describing a little bit more on the way there. I'll be looking at Greendale Forest, a beautiful, beautiful scenery place. It's quite beautiful, and as I said, with the many beautifuls, but it also has quite a lot of sounds, which I'm afraid Dream will probably spook at, but I'm hoping that he won't. Fingers crossed! As you can see, I've just mounted Dream, and now we're on our way to the Greendale Forest, which is right near Rick Stables. And I also got some GoPro shots, as my friend lent me her GoPro, and I absolutely love this footage. I love GoPro so much, and I hope you guys love it too. And I said I have a few problems with cross country. Dream and I aren't the best at slowing down, and we're kind of bad at it. But I hope again that I learned a little bit of tips from my instructor Becca, who is absolutely amazing. She's a bit on the strict side, but she's still such an amazing instructor, and I'm so thankful for having her as an instructor. We've just arrived at the Greendale Forest, and look how beautiful it is. The scenery is absolutely very green. And it's also very pretty, as most of the sounds are all natural, and Dream is so far very good with the sounds. He's not going crazy or anything, and he's kind of just curious, really. And he's not even spooking, and he's being such a sweet boy, which isn't really his nature, as he's usually very curious and he spooks at anything. But I guess Becca, my instructor, maybe calmed him down with her sense? I don't know. Well, let's just see how this goes. Okay. So I'm not just going to voice over our run a little bit. There were a few little hops and jumps there and there, but I want to tell you guys a tip that Becca told me that really worked for me. So as you can see at the beginning, Dream was kind of galloping, and they go on to hand gallop, which never happens. And here's why. I used to only pull with my hands, which can lead the horse to getting aggressive, or even the horse not even being bothered at all. But Dream really just thought that I was making him go faster, and he was really aggravated. So he really didn't want me to pull back. So that's why Becca told me to pull back with my lower back, if that makes any sense. It really got us to go a really smooth run and make us not go as fast. Well, we could gallop at this part. And Dream loved it, and it really made Dream feel more comfortable. And Becca also thought we were improving so much, which I was really happy about. Hi everyone, welcome to my second vlog of today's episode. So today is show jumping. It has been a good day between my cross country last time, and I learned a lot about slowing Dream down, and he's liking cross country jumping a bit more, and because he doesn't have to zoom that fast, and he also now knows that he doesn't have to go zoom the whole way, which was kind of when I couldn't really slow him down. But now I've had him great under control, and Becca has really helped me with Dream, as he is also half thoroughbred, so he's quite the speedy horse. So today is show jumping, as I said, and so we'll be starting out on low jumps just because it's our first lesson here over at Stables. So we moved to Paddock Island to do the show jumping course, and Dreamin is pretty ready for the new environment. I've also realized with Becca that Dreamin really needs to know his environment before he can really do a course or anything, or else he just gets sidetracked. So let's see how he did. So we've just mounted on, and Becca already explained the course to us and we already warmed up. So now I'm just going to skip to the part where we're jumping, as the warm-up was walking to your paddock island, which is quite a long walk. So we're already warmed up pretty much and did some trot and canter exercises, and now we're ready to go. So we're going to trot this little pole, but Dream was not having it, so he was just straight on cantering it, which we were not supposed to do, but Beck was okay with that as he was not galloping it. Then we did a little vertical where we were supposed to canter, but it was still a Dream. And then we did a little jump, which is really little, just to make Dream go a bit slower. And then we did a little bit of bigger jump just to make Dream have his energy wear out a little before we move on to a couple of other combinations. I have this a little bit of a lower jump, which is what height we were jumping that day. But Becca had me specially jump this jump as Dream had a lot of energy this day, so I had to kind of run him out. Then we did this black and white line with this bit of a higher jump. We did not jump that higher jump, but I had to. We're not supposed to, but Dream had so much energy, I just knew that I had to run him down, which Becca was okay with. Had a really tight turn, which we almost on a jump, which wasn't really good in my opinion. But then we did a good little small vertical at a good trot, which Dream finally got cooled down after so many big jumps. I decided to do a little bit of a line, well, not really a line, I didn't get footage of the line, but then we did this bending turn into another green jump, and then we went on to do some other combinations, again with a black and white combination. Becca really wanted me to not jump the big jump, which I did get around not doing so, and Dream didn't have a lot of energy left, so I was really glad about that, and did one more big jump just to make sure his energy was all worn out because he has a lot of energy. And then we have a little smaller jump, and he was much more quieter now. But then we were supposed to gallop this little bending, a little bit of like jumping those small verticals in a bit of an angle, and then that was pretty much a lesson. Hi everyone, welcome to my third vlog in this episode. So today we're going to be doing some cross country with some more advanced jumps and even some more advanced galloping, which is kind of like keeping your horse under control in hard terrain, which I think Dream and I have done. It's been a couple days after those lessons you guys seen. I didn't really film those. I had to film a lot of them on camera, but I think you guys will really like our improvement. So without further ado, let's go on with our third vlog. So today's course, and yes, I have my GoPro again. I love this GoPro so much. My friend even lent it to me, and I promise I might get my own GoPro in the near future, as I love GoPros now. I also have good quality for vlogging, so I think I can use GoPro for practically anything now. So today's cross-country course will be all around Jarlaheim. We're kind of surrounding Paddock Island and a bit at the outskirts of Jarlaheim near the farms. And Dream and I have been preparing for this day quite a long time. I brought him out for the terrain a couple days ago, and I even looked at the course as Becca sent us a little email yesterday about the course, well, a few days ago, not yesterday. And I did the course well. I just kind of looked at it with Dream, and he was perfectly okay with everything, so I'm sure he won't speak at anything. You guys are wondering, Dream and I are advanced eventers. I just moved to riding camp. It may look like we're a bit of a novice eventer, but just because we are focused on smaller things other than just advanced, and sometimes you just want to go back to the basics when you're in advance. Even if you're the Grand Prix jumpers, you still want to go back to the basics, as they can really help you a lot. And Dream and I have learned so much with these past few months. I've just been getting advanced, and I haven't even thought about the basics. So yes, thank you Becca so much for teaching me about the basics, because I totally forgot about them, and that has really helped me with Dream. So we just arrived at the start of the course, and it's pretty big. As I told you guys, it just got bigger because it's probably our turn in the next few minutes, and I'm really nervous. But I hope that Dream and I can do this because we've been practicing this for days, and I really want to do something well, yeah. because I've just been thinking about advanced, and I'm kind of nervous because the basics, I'm afraid, have brought me down and really not brought me into the advanced world, which is kind of what I'm worried about. But Becca's already told me that advanced isn't all about being the best of the best, but it's rather being the best of the best with your horse, which I think has really brought me down and being calmed down a little bit. So our course is about to start, and I'm a bit nervous. I'm just waiting for my next group member to go before it's my turn, and I'm just having a few talks with Dream before we have to go. Okay, and now this is voiceover Gloria about our course. This part was a bit nervous as there was water, but Dream loves water, so he's perfectly okay with this part. I was the one nervous, but he has brought me through it. He was just like, Gloria, calm down. This beautiful blue flower patch, it was absolutely beautiful. I really love the scenery, and this also really calmed me down with all the scents and all the beautiful scenery coming at me. And this turn we was a little slower as I didn't want to hit anything because of the big tree trunks and the heavy bushes. So then after that we were available to go into a hand gallop. I don't want to go to gallop yet as I was still a bit afraid of the circumstances, such as maybe a bump into something. But the area of this is pretty big, so I shouldn't really be nervous about anything. After a lot of galloping, we approached the bridge connecting Paddock Island to the mainland of Jarlaheim, and I was a little bit more careful on the bridge as I have a fear of bridges while I'd be on a horse, but I did overcome that and we did get on the right path. This is pure gallop, and right now I've got my confidence back a lot at this point. And so I was just ready for Dream because one of the bigger jumps coming up is a big log going down the hill, and I was nervous, but I knew the Dream and I could do this as there were so many things I had overcome during this ride, and I was not about to give up. So I did slow down a little bit just to be on the cautious side, and we took off. I was so proud of Dream. There was also another log that was just for if we didn't want to go downhill and then jump. But I'm so glad I jumped it with Dream. I was so proud of him. And here was just pure gallop until we got to the end of the track. And oh sorry, I forgot about this jump. But then there was this jump, and then here is the end of our track. Okay, that course was probably one of the most difficult things I've ever encountered, but I'm so glad I did it with Dream. Dream was just the perfect boy, and I have to say that I was scared most of the time, but he just didn't feel my fears. He was just like, Gloria, we're gonna do this. He's such a trustworthy boy. I'm so glad, and also I feel like I've learned more about him this week than I've ever had in all the months I've had with him, as he's a rescue and I've been a bit careful around him, but I feel like now I can be full on with him, and he's such a trustworthy horse. Again, he's just the perfect little boy. Hi guys, welcome to the fourth and final vlog of today's episode. So let's just say today's show jumping, and we're doing a pretty big course today. It is huge, and so that's where I've also decided to film our warm-up, as this warm-up really helps Dream when I warm up. As a warm-up is supposed to do. So I'll be explaining a little bit more about today's course during the warm-up. But it's going to be pretty hard, this course, and you guys will see why later. So as I said to you guys, I'll tell you guys a little bit about our warm-up. We first started with an extended walk, as we already walked all the way from Warwick Stables to Paddock Island. And while you guys see our warm-up, I'm just going to describe this course. It has huge jumps, even Grand Prix jumps, and after going through the basics so much, I feel like I'm ready, but again with the cross-country thing, I feel like I'm not ready. Today is also the final day of cross-country and show jumping week, so I really want to prove something about Dream and I to Becca, as Becca's an instructor with high expectations, and I really want to show her that Dream and I have learned so much, and we've really improved, and that we can jump those jumps with confidence. Well, Dream can, but maybe not me. So I want to show her that today, and during this warm-up, I just gained confidence step by step, and Dream just kind of would stay with me, and he stayed with me, he bared with me. I even brought him into a wall, and he was okay with that. He's just that good of a boy. And then I was thinking about the whole shebang during the warm-up, but he really was just like, Gloria, you gotta calm down again. Now let's move on to some cantering, as I'm thinking more and more about the course, the sooner and sooner it will be. But I'm slowly trying to calm down, and it's getting better. Even the hand gallop didn't really scare me. I was just so focused on the course. So we just finished our warm-up, and now Becca and I are just going over the course, as most of my group members have already memorized and they're pretty confident. So Becca actually took a timeout and just kind of pointed out the jumps with me, and over here you can see me kind of panicking every time we plan a new jump. I'm just kind of getting worried more and more, and the jumps aren't set up yet because she's going to set them up after we finish planning out the course. And a few times I was just like, we're not gonna do this, but having Dream there really helped me a bit. Not gonna lie, but I was gonna explode from all this information. I was just like, we're not gonna do that, we're not gonna do that. But you guys are going to see how crazy today's course is. Okay, it's currently voiceover Gloria, and this course started out hard from the beginning. This was a bending combination with kind of a line at the end. Had a quick turn out of hand gallop, quite a quick turn if you think so myself. And there was this big green vertical, which Dream cleared very easily, too easily. Had this big jump, which I approached a little bit slower, and this smaller jump, which I was a bit more comfortable with. And then here's the big part, this big triple. The first time I was like, I'm not gonna do this, but we cleared it, and I slashed the first time instead of 2-pointing, but Becca saw that and she was like, we're going to try this again, and we did it. I was so nervous, but it was so much fun, and Dream and I really enjoyed it actually. Dream had so much scope, and I actually enjoyed it. I wasn't scared, which is really surprising. Then we did this a little bit of a bending thing, and we did that big jump. That's the bending thing turns to a big jump. And then we did this line, I think with the big jump. Yes, we did with the big jump. Sorry, I can't really remember. And then I was really confident Dream now. I was like, Dream, yes, you're right. We are going to do this course. Another course, as that's the course. And whoa, that was a surprise after surprise after surprise on that course. And I was so nervous, as you can tell by the voiceover, but it was pretty hard, and I'm glad that we did it because it really made my confidence grow a little bit and really got me more interest in the basics. And I really want to do this with Everest, my hunter pony. Wait, did I just say Everest? You guys haven't heard about his update in a few episodes. So let's get on with his update. Okay, I know you guys all love Everest. You guys all love videos with him, and so today we'll review his update. So his new rider, his rider for at camp, is Kate. Kate is about to move Silverglade, but while Everest is here, her parents are staying with her a few more weeks before she's going to move back with Everest, as she's going to do a little lease program with him. And she even bought him this cute little halter, which Everest absolutely loves, and he absolutely loves being with her, as they are the perfect pair. They're so cute. Kate actually did encounter a serious injury in pony finals a year ago, and she's not really been confident with hunter ponies and such. But Everest really boosted her confidence, and glad because they're such a cute pair together. And I also had a little surprise for her because she was doing so well about not giving up on horses after a terrible fall. So I did do something as a little surprise for her, and with her parents' permission, of course. So I filmed her reaction. I signed her up for WJC. Hopefully I signed her up in the earlier match, as I really wanted her to see her and Everest in the hunter ring. And she was so excited. WJC is basically a aerobic circuit hosted by NHHA. It's the winter aerobic circuit that has a collection of shows, and it's very prestigious. And she was so happy to be back in the saddle with Everest and being in the shows. Well, that was the update. And before we get on to ending this video, we still have a little bit left of this video. So if you guys have seen the first episode of this series, there was an announcement. Rover Stables kind of announced all the photos that were sent in, to kind of just say our updates and how we did this week. So I'll show you the announcement that they sent me because they allowed me to put it on my channel. Hello everyone, it's Johanna here at Aerobic Stable Events, and today I will be reviewing some of our campers' beautiful photos. Let's start with Gloria Skyforce. She sent in some beautiful photos, especially these cross-country photos. Look at that focus of her and her horse. They've improved so much from our instructor, Becca. Becca has told us so many things about the improvements of this team, and they're absolutely just an amazing team overall. Here are some adorable photos of her horse, Dream. Look at her horse, Dream. All of us at the staff team here are falling in love with him. His tack is adorable, and every time we see him, we just have to pet this gorgeous horse. He's absolutely a highlight here at our stable. And here, look at her angle of the show jumping view. We've never seen something like this creative, and we hope to see more photos like hers. These photos are absolutely amazing, and we hope to see how she and her horse improve during our showing week. Well, let's move on to our next campers. Okay, now that's the real end of this really long video. I hope you guys enjoy this super long video. I know I said I was going to maybe even post 2 videos a week, but I really can't do that as I have a quite busy schedule. So I had to make this video extra long, which I hope you guys enjoyed. I thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you so much for supporting. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, like, and comment on this video. And again, just thank you so much for supporting my channel. It really means so much to me. And I'll see you in my next video.